Good afternoon, welcome to the wellness cooking segment here in my kitchen. Today we're going to be doing a simple dish. It's just chicken with a spinach sauce. For this, it's good to use frozen spinach or canned spinach. And then we also have some canned tomatoes. And we're just going to be putting some onions and stuff in there. So first things first, you're going to heat up your pan on the stove. Go ahead, put in about a tablespoon of canola oil. Move that around the pan once it's nice and hot. You're going to go ahead, throw in about one onion chopped up. And you're going to want to get that cooking a little bit. And the onion, you're just going to go ahead and you're going to cook it up until it starts to brown off. It'll get translucent first, and then it'll get brown. And what that browning is going to do is it's going to pull out some of the natural sugars in the onion and the vegetables, and it'll add a lot of flavor to it. So we'll go ahead and move it around a little bit. You need to stir it around in the pan or use a spoon and go ahead and stir it. So once the onion starts browning off a little bit, we're going to go ahead, we're going to add about a tablespoon of chopped garlic. And then we'll add a little bit of chopped ginger. If you don't have chopped ginger, fresh ginger, you can go ahead, add about a teaspoon of the powdered ginger. And this, we're going to go ahead and stir it up a little bit. Just to mix it all around and let that garlic and that ginger start cooking and mixing the flavors in there. And then once you got that starting to cook, we're going to go ahead, we're going to add about half a teaspoonful of curry powder and then half a teaspoon of cumin powder. And we're going to go ahead and incorporate these spices in, let them toast off a little bit. Get them all nice and mixed up in there. Now once we got that going, we're going to go ahead and put in about a pound of chopped chicken breast. We're going to go ahead and mix that up, and now what you want to do is go ahead and brown it off on all the sides of it. And get it nice and coated with all those onions and spices. And it's good to go ahead and let the chicken sit in there. You don't want to stir it constantly because you want to let it sit and cook and let it brown off and sear on all sides. And what that's going to do is that's going to trap all the juices inside of the chicken. Okay, so now that we got the chicken is browned off on every side, you're going to go ahead and throw in your diced tomatoes. If you don't have canned tomatoes, you can use fresh tomatoes easily. You're going to go ahead and toss those in there. Mix it around a little bit. Let the juice from the tomato go ahead and pull off everything that was stuck to the bottom. You don't want it to burn too much on the bottom, but anything that's stuck on the bottom is just going to add more flavor. So once we get the tomatoes up in there, we're going to go ahead and throw in, this is just frozen spinach that I pureed in a blender. And with all the juices and everything, you're going to go ahead and toss that in there and mix that around as well. And at this point, we're looking pretty good. We get it all mixed up. And then what you're going to want to do is go ahead and cover it. And you're going to turn the heat down to low. And then you're going to go ahead and you're going to let it cook for about 8 to 9 minutes. And then after 8 to 9 minutes, the chicken should be pretty much done, depending on how thick you cut the chicken cubes. But other than that, we're gonna go ahead and let it cook right now. And once it's done cooking, we're gonna go ahead and serve it up. Okay, so now after about 8 to 9 minutes, you're gonna go ahead, check it, see that it's cooked all the way through. And if it seems like the sauce has dried up a little, you can always add a little bit more water or some low sodium chicken stock to go ahead and make it a little smoother, creamier. And now at this point, we're gonna go ahead and serve it up with a little bit of rice. So over here, got a little rice that I cooked earlier. We're just gonna go ahead and serve it up. Form it into a little mold right here. Just to give it a little form. Pop it onto your plate. And then go ahead and serve it up. And you go for a little decoration. We got some fresh cilantro here and some sliced red onion. So there you go, you're ready to eat. Go ahead and enjoy.